don't know really what to say after that. Abysmal, disgraceful, embarrassing, and the players should be completely and utterly ashamed of themselves. That is ridiculous. Back-to-back defeats to Sparta Prague. Aye, we got an away goal, etc. It looked bright. Got an Edward goal at the start of the game. Edward striking up with the goals as usual. But the team just fell apart. Of course, we are not in Europe, basically, now. The biggest debate that is causing a diversity between Celtic fans. He's had a horrendous start to the season this year. Of course, he didn't have a great ending to the season last season either. We haven't been playing great football, I understand that. It's a tricky one, right? We could beat this goals in 10 in a row if he stays in charge and if the performance doesn't fix itself and doesn't rise up to what we possibly could be at, because we've got players more than capable and good enough to play much better than what they're doing right now. That is diabolical, the way they're putting a performance in right now. It is just not to Celtic standard, and it is not to the players' standard. I'm not taking away credit for Rangers, of course. They are playing excellent football this year, so they deserve to be where they're at. Neil Lennon has won a hell of a lot of trophies in this 10 in a row campaign overall, right? He's played a vital part. He's got us through thick and thin stages where we thought we were out and we've came back and done the business. And now we're in the final season where we're pushing for the 10th league title in a row. And he's going through a very rough patch, majorly rough patch. And we're at a stage where do we keep him? Do we stick with him and hope that he gets us where we should be? That is a possibility of happening. But there's also another possibility where it either, I don't think it could get worse than the way we're playing right now. It just might not get better. We don't know. That's a risk that the board's going to have to take and decide. And Celtic fans, we just need to kind of abide by the rules and follow suit to whatever the board decides, because unfortunately, if the board decides to get rid of him and a new manager comes in, I'll back the new manager, because at the end of the day it's about uniting and backing the team, staying positive and pushing through the hard times. You'll never walk alone and all that, you know. But if Neil Lennon decides to get kept, I know there's going to be so much fans not happy with it, particularly although I've backed him so much. Of course, I think personally, deep down, it is possible the time to go. But until the board decides that is the case, I will stand. You need to give him all the support we can, because if we don't, we're just going to end up with worse results possibly than what we're actually getting. Although it's, of course, rock bottom right now. You probably expect me to turn around and say I'm glad we're out of Europe, and deep down I actually am glad we're out of Europe, because we are struggling that much in the league this year that it really needs to be fully focused on, with no interruptions, no extra games midweek to cause any chances of injuries that we just don't need. So I'm more glad we're out, but I'm not glad of the way we went out. If we were to put up a fight and get on very unlucky and not get through, fair enough, but the way we went out, I would not be happy with and not take. I am not happy with and won't accept. I'm gutted to be out of Europe, purely down to the fact of how disappointing Celtic were in Europe. I, for one, right, I'm genuinely not, I'm not 100% worried whatsoever for the league title this year. I know it's so hard to find any positives at all, right? But we have got star players in that team, and when they are on their game, they're unstoppable, right? They're a great team. The team hasn't changed that much in the last 1 or 2 years, right? They've proved in the last couple of years that they're so special together. They're a great workforce. They work together. They get so much goals together. They understand each other. Right now, they're just not understanding each other. There's something not right. When that gets fixed, that's when things start to change. Whether that's the manager fixing it himself, we don't know. He could fix it, we don't know. But until then, we just need to let the board decide. But right now, this result was not. It was terrible.